Yo, what's up guys, in here and welcome to the second episode of The Road to Glory. Today we've got some Division Rivals placement games, we've got some random packs I think, and then at the end I've got a co-op game that I played with Connor, but me voicing over it. So, first game here, the person I'm playing comes in with Lacazette and absolutely tears me a new one and puts it in the top corner because Lacazette looks to be very good this year. As the game doesn't really revolve around pace that much. But then we reply here with Valverde, put it back into Boadu, nice little dribbling, left stick dribbling, and we put it into the top corner to the far post to make it 1-1. And then he has it here with Ndombele, plays it into Lacazette again, tears me a new one again with Lacazette, and puts it past the keeper again with Lacazette. So he might be a player that we might have to take from the season pass. When we get to level 30, or if we get to level 30, and yeah, we'll lose that game 3-1. I think I missed a goal again. So that's great editing from me there. Great. So we go into the second game, and our opponent has a very overpowered team. He's got Bergwijn, Bale, and Werner as his front three. Now that's very hard to play against, I guess. But to be fair, the player wasn't the best. It was like he stuck playing FIFA 20. He was running down the wing and looking for a cutback every time, and it didn't work for him. So managed to just pick him apart. First goal scored by the right back Ruben Pena, and then we play it through to Daniel Malin, uses his pace, a bit of strength, and then drills it low and hard into the bottom corner to make it 2-0. So that was a really... This was a good game for me actually with this team. We play a nice little 1-2 there, and Promise bangs it near post to make it 3-0, and the guy decides to quit around the 60th minute, and that gets us 2 wins and 1 loss in our placement games. Our next opponent here has a Bundesliga team, not the best Bundesliga team in the world, but you know what you'd expect for a starter team. Inform Samaseku, and then lone Haaland. And this game was quite a good game to play. Malin, we get the first goal, drills it low and hard again past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 for us. But then this guy replies with Erling Haaland, runs through, sweats it, really no need for it, but hey, it's FIFA, what are you going to do? So he makes a 1-1 there. And this guy gets it with Plattenhardt here, nice little play here, I drag my defender out, not the best play from me, and then Marcus Thuram comes through, finesses it, good finish to make it 2-1 just before half time. And then he gets the next goal here as he plays it into Haaland, chips it over here to Max Kruse, and then absolutely thunders it into the top corner with a great strike to make it 3-1. But then we start to stage a comeback here with Daniel Malin and Promes. Nice little 1-2s here. Malin again, just doing what he does, putting it home to make it 3-2. And then I bring on the lone Aubameyang that we got from the starter squad with João Felix as well. They link up. Promes gets it here, weak foot, and puts it past the goalkeeper at the near post to make it 3-3. So we did stage the comeback, and then straight away from the kickoff here, we intercept him here with Daniel Malin, and then we play it into Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang just does what he does best. Absolutely rinsing the defence and puts it near post to make it 4-3. So a great comeback, which was ruined by this. Haaland gets it here, and he puts it wide, but he gave the penalty for that, which was absolutely nothing, which was quite unfortunate. And he steps up with Erling Haaland for the penalty, and then he puts it home, straight down the middle to make it 4-4. And that is how the game ends, I think. We have this free kick with Odegaard in the 86th minute, and we rattle the crossbar. So close to making it 5-4, but this game, really fun game that. I think the draw was deserved for both for me and the opponent, so pretty good there. So that put us to 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in placement games. And then with this one here, you see the first 2 goals, but my file corrupted, which wasn't great, but we did draw the game. So basically, you technically actually saw the result. So player there, great finish in the top corner for him inside the first 10 minutes. But then we equalise with Daniel Malin again, running right through. Cut back with him, and we cut back it, we basically turn the defender inside out and shoot across the keeper, as that seems like the meta this year. And our placement games were 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, which put us into Division 4, which got us 64,000 coins, which is pretty good with that. Very happy with that. Put us into Division 4, I think I just said. A skill rating of around 1,250, I think. So not bad, very good off the bat. So we're into Division 4 already, which makes it a bit hard. So we have to try and build a good team as quick as we can to keep up with our opponents that we come up against. So here we've just got some packs from the last basic SBC that we've done. The League of Nations hybrid one. So we get a board out of this one, and it was Jorginho, which isn't bad. Not a marquee, not like marquee as much as Valverde, but still a good player to have for in the club for SBCs and for the live friendly things now, which is quite important because this week's one was max 3 nations or something, so could come in handy for if they do something like, I don't know, minimum like max 60 pace players or something. I don't know. I doubt they'll do. Well, they might do something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, quite a few packs from this. I think it was just a combination of the SBC and some objectives. All untradeable. Just stocking up the club basically. Bakayoko, not a bad pull there for SBCs again, so he'll come in handy. So yeah, stocking up the club at this stage before the full game comes out would actually not be a bad idea, as players normally rise in price when the full game comes out, because that's when I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I don't know. More packs that are open. You would think the more packs that are opened, the lower the price would be, but it doesn't seem to be like that. They might just rise because of the demand of the players. I don't know, but hey ho. So in this pack, we actually get quite a good player. Not a good player. We get a very, like, consumable wise, it was a really good pack. So we got a Hawk, which is quite useful. Maestro's always a good chem style to have, and a draft token, which is pretty good to start the year. Free draft, free 15k. Not bad. You saw me list the Sporting Lisbon Tifo thing for 5k. I had the idea. I was under the impression that they might be high in price because of, people might want, like for me, I'd like, full Man United stadium or something. So Sporting Lisbon fans might want that, and I was listening for 5k if they were extinct, because of the hope that there's a diehard Sporting Lisbon fan that might want a Sporting Lisbon Tifo, but that didn't seem to be the case. So I've stopped that idea of just listing every Tifo that I get that is extinct. So, and here we go. Look at this, a good player here, Dean Henderson, pretty good player. Well, in my opinion, he may rise when the full game comes out, just because of a cheap Premier League goalkeeper. Anyone that's good and cheap in the Premier League is probably going to rise in price. Because that's just how FIFA works. And then the last pack we get in this section is a 2 rare gold players pack. I think it's from one of the milestone objectives. And we get, well, obviously a rare we get, and we get a Tyson. Forgot about him. So he is now on the bench of my team, because a player like him seems to be pretty good. We also get an El Shaarawy in there. Tyson probably going for quite a bit actually, because good player to have on the bench, and El Shaarawy not as good as he used to be. So there we go. So now we go into the co-op game that I mentioned at the start of the video that I played with Connor, where we played with his team in this game against this really overpowered team of Haaland and Mbappe. God, pretty hard team. But with Connor's team, we're playing with it was a 4-3-3, I think, with Henderson in goals. We had a back four of Miranda. Well, what happened there? I don't know what happened there. But you could probably imagine the reaction that me and Connor had when that happened. But yeah, so Connor's team was Henderson, 4-3-3 with Bellerin, Smalling, Miranda, Ismaili, the Shakhtar Donetsk left back, Donny van der Beek, Paulinho, Anderson Talisca, and then Willian, Jonathan, and Everton, the left winger from Benfica. Pretty OP team, I guess you could say. But we did struggle against this team because, well, look at the team I had. Alphonso Davies, Haaland, Mbappe. You're going to struggle against that. So we were 2-1 down when it came to the last 5 minutes. I play a ball here to Connor, who runs with Everton here. He cuts it back into Talisca, and I fire it home to make it 2-2. And we managed to pull a draw out of that game against the really good team, which we're quite happy with, actually. And here you get to see what happens with the... well, what co-op is this year. So basically, at the end of the game, you have the same weekly score. I don't know about skill rating. I got plus 10 skill rating because Connor's skill rating is 100 higher than mine. So I don't know how much skill rating he got from that. Probably would have got less than mine, I would assume, because he was the same skill level. But because I was much lower, I get a bit more because, you know, I held my own against a higher skilled opponent. And then we both get the same weekly score. So yeah, that's how it works. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.